Everybody, Dizzy Dreams here, back with another video. I hope everybody had a wonderful new year. Today I would like to go over the build that I used to push top 2 overall in the world. I did 222,000 waves last season, and my guild also got our first top 50 badge in our 4th season revived, so I'm very happy about that. But without further ado, let's dive straight into it. We'll start with the heroes and the items that I'm running. Orc Band, ideally you want mana power cost, and CDE, of course. Just have CDE at the moment. Now for slingers, you want double knockback slow, and the runes that you will want are attack speed. Now the reason I'm running this rune is because for the longest time I just ran a double knockback slow sword, and I used this on my military band male in my gold build until I found another CDE sword. So that will be changed in the future. Just keep in mind you want attack speed on your slingers. Slingers are absolutely amazing. One of the best ground CCs in the game. They also can hit air, absolute W. Paladins are absolutely essential. Just a body block. If you don't have paladins, you would be taking so much damage to your castle that the build probably wouldn't even be viable. So, shout out paladins for real. And the main line you want is damage reduce. That is an absolute priority. But if you can get stun and or knockback, that is great. Now, Dark Lightning Archer. I did not use Dark Lightning Archer for the whole season. I used Dark Assassin instead. But I've realized now that Dark Lightning Archer would be significantly better. So I am now using Dark Lightning Archer. One, not only is she absolutely great for air, she also gives Sarah a 200% attack speed buff, which is absolutely huge for Sarah's DPS. I actually have really good items for her too. I got a lightning crit chance, crit damage bow, and then a double crit chance cooldown skill. The chain lightning is useless, but still. Very nice. Dark Skeleton, ideally you want cooldown CDE. I just have cooldown CDE. Just cooldown lines, the E lines. Now Angels, ideally you want double cooldown. I'm sure a slow line and a stun line would be absolutely awesome on top. I run slow. And I'm just muling a CDE here. But I mean attack speed and stun, I'm not going to complain. And we use Static Orb. Mainly to help with boss. And just her ability to help damage to enemies so that Goblin and Windy absolutely plow through them. But Angels with Static Orb are huge for boss, and that's why her AI is set to boss. Also, I forgot to say it, I'm using the Orb of Luck on my Dark Lightning Archer. Now, Succubus. This is the main boss killer in the build, besides Sarah and Town Archers. Ideally, you want double attack speed and crit chance. Attack speed is absolutely major for Succubus. And you actually want to run the AI of Succubus on ground instead of boss. Shout out Backbitcher for teaching me this. I ran the AI on Succubus on boss for the whole season, and when I switched to ground, she literally went up 200k damage on my damage report. It's absolutely insane. And I will show that off later. The differences in the AIs on Succubus. This is my Necromancer. I got it down to a 7.42. Got a double cooldown staff. That's worse than the Colony one because my dumbass matted it all way back when, freaking 2 years ago. And I got this double cooldown CDE, which is pretty nice. And where my it's so close to double proccing. It double procs once per the wave. But even this far in, you don't really have to prioritize the cooldown. Genuinely, if your Necromancer is 5 seconds above your Pre-Wizard, you'll be fine. And you could just stack CDE on it. I just don't have a decent CDE staff at all. So that's why we're running Necro this way. This is my staff for my Pure Wizard. And then I got another DCD IQ, which is absolutely major. So I got to put the other one on my thoes for my Infinite Colony. And let me say, oh my god, it's great. Great, great, great. Goblin. Goblin is the main ground clearer in this build besides Windy. And he absolutely nukes. His AI is set to near. He just does the most damage that way from what I've tested. Decent hammer. I want to get one with double crit chance. But I got a really good ring. And I plan on putting attack speed runes on this. Ideally, you want crit chance. Either fire damage or attack speed. Or crit damage. Either of those work fine. Next up is Military Band Female. She's used, of course, just to give us a chance to get more waves. You know, we're trying to do as many waves as possible, right? It's a push build. I just plugged CD, and I was using this on my, obviously, my assassin. That's why it has a slash rune. And then I got this really good double mana power cost CD bracelet. Very happy with that. And when I go on my gold build, I just switch that off onto Orc Band. Chrono, I have 100% uptime on Blue Chrono now. And I run... Ideally, you want cooldown, mana power cost. So this is actually really close to being perfect. And this is just plugged CD with the cooldown line. Then last but not least, Windy. Windy absolutely slaps the ground once you can get all of her nodes from the ice tree and have the full fire tree. And the main reason I like to use her, not only just because she's just cool as fuck, and I mean it looks cool slashing tornadoes across the whole screen, but she's really good to put own bonus gold on, which is huge for your gold income. And ideally you want crit chance, area skill damage. And it is absolutely essential that you use the +1 tornado rune, though. Same with Goblin. It is absolutely essential that you have TNT damage on Goblin. Next up, Solar. The main use for Solar is literally just the crit chance. Like, if you wanted, you could even run Edward here to give Sarah a small boost and also help your ground CC. Which I'll show off both of those. But I got a CD plug and a CD plug. And then, last but not least, Sarah. Not only does she absolutely melt boss, she also helps Succubus and Worm do significantly more damage through her quick poison skill. I'm using the Poison Orb. Ideally, you could drop Fire Windy, run Angels, and then you can get a crit orb there. And that could be potentially really nice. But I just love Windy. I don't want to see Windy go. I'm a fire nut. Y'all know that. For the town, we run Mercenary, just so our human summons have more summons. Obviously, Spring Water for more cooldown. Cooldown is the key in this game. And then Uniguild. More archer damage, more hero damage. Can't complain about that. Altar of Sword, just to boost all of our heroes and give me a faster kill time. Like wave per hour, basically. And I just have one item on my Worm right now. Ideally, you want attack speed, but crit damage and poison damage work just fine. Same with crit chance. And I'm running Flame Orb on Worm, which actually boosts Worm's damage. And it's just a really nice orb to have. Now let's go over the skill tree. We start in Fire. Fire is absolutely essential. You need the whole skill tree. You need all the Goblin nodes. Need all the damage nodes. Especially need the attack speed nodes and the 100% increase tornado damage for Windy. Obviously, +1 TNT, 50% increase TNT factory. All of these are huge for Goblin. Then we make our way to grab the hammer node for Goblin. And then we come down here to 1, get orb slots on our towers, and 2, be able to equip items to them. So more CD to be able to mule. Then we come up here and grab 20% more leader damage since we are using Sarah as a main boss clear. Then we come up to the summons just really to get Slinger Node. Now, when you have a lot more skill points than me, of course, getting immune to knockback and more health will be beneficial. And then we make our way to Poison, and you need the whole Poison tree for Succubus and Sarah to really be viable, honestly. And if you had the extra points, you could pick these 3 skills up. Just makes the monsters weaker when they get poison by 2%, and then their attack to you is decreased by 10%. So, pretty nice. Then you want to make your way up towards the ice tree, grabbing the staff node for Windy and Succubus. Very important node, just like how the hammer node is very important. And then we make our way through the ice tree, grabbing the pointed bone node, which increases the crit chance of all heroes by 5% when Dark Skeleton procs. Then we make our way towards the Windy nodes, grabbing these 2 increased powder damage nodes, because these actually increase Goblin's damage. Make our way, of course, grabbing all the swords and the skill trees that we're going down. And then we grab the Windy nodes. 10% increased tornado damage, an extra second duration, another 10% increased tornado damage, and then tornadoes move from left to right. Absolutely major for Windy's DPS. Now, if you're further along, you want to come up this way, grabbing the node right here for Dark Lightning Archer and Sarah, and then you want to make your way through the physical tree. Of course, grabbing the strafe nodes. These increase Sarah's damage. Sword node, haste node for your TA, +1 arrow. It's very, very minor, but it still does help castle defense. And then if you had even more points, of course, you'd make your way up through lightning, going up to the sword node, getting, flying monsters take more damage, stun monsters take 15% more damage, and just try to get the whole lightning tree, really to boost Dark Lightning Archer. Obviously not the whole lightning tree. Like, you want to get +2 thunderstorms, or 1 hit count of lightning arrow. Just the stuff that would genuinely increase Dark Lightning Archer's damage, like crit damage, crit chance, attack speed, But, yeah. Let's show off the build waving now. Let me turn on the volume for y'all. I'm at 18 CDE for the push build, with +1 from the rune. As you can see, it is waving incredibly smooth. Absolutely plowing through double hemfire. I think this is a very viable build. There are some changes that you could do to it once you have better items. Like, of course, you could drop solar. Get sharp arrow, But overall, I think this build is very efficient. I mean, seeing I pushed the top 2 with it, I would hope so. But yeah, let's check out the damage control. As you can see, our main boss clears are TA, Succubus, and Sarah. Goblin sometimes does get lucky and hit boss. especially where I don't have all the nodes yet for Sarah. Sarah will absolutely pass Goblin, and Goblin will not be on the damage for the boss once I get these nodes. But as you can see, primarily it's TA, Goblin, Windy, and then Succubus Sarah. And then sometimes, angels will sling in there with their static orb. But genuinely speaking, it would be TA, Succubus, Sarah for boss with angels. And for waving, it would be TA, Goblin, Windy, Succubus, Sarah. Alrighty. Thank you all so much for watching. And I plan on doing another video very soon of just an account overview and going over my gold build and the upgrades I've done to my dragons and my IC. My gold build is actually extremely similar to Comfortnickels. I just run one hero different. And I'm sure y'all can imagine what that is. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for all the support you show on my videos. It means the world to me. I hope everybody has a blessed day. Goodbye.